Hi everyone, Rebecca here, and today we're going to be looking at a wonderful blend of oil that is all about the digestive system called Zengest, which many of you may actually know as Digest Zen, but the name's been changed to Zengest. But just so you know, it is exactly the same oil, same blend of oils, and in the same proportions as Digest Zen, just a different name. I think in order to start off, we should really talk a little bit about the gut health because it is so key to our entire brain health and our entire system, connected to our immunity, our inflammatory processes, the production of our neurotransmitters for our nervous system within our body and our neurological health, to how we feel hungry or not hungry, whether we're absorbing the nutrients that we need to absorb. And on top of all of that, it's also, which many people don't realise, it's really connected to our mood. The gut microbiome, if it's really out, it can affect irritability, anxiety, headaches as well on a physical level come from that. And so it is really key to so many processes. And it's obviously researched so much and so in the papers about caring and looking after our gut health through the foods that we eat. And this oil, Zengest, can support that in such a fantastic way. It's a wonderful blend of oils. It's got in it anise and caraway, ginger, coriander, peppermint, fennel and tarragon. Now, the caraway and the ginger from a Chinese medicine perspective are called hot oils, and coriander, fennel, anise and tarragon are all warming. So what that means is you've got an incredible amount of warmth going into your digestive system through this blend, which is key to our metabolic function and our ability to digest the food and take from it from what we want, what we need. Also within this is the peppermint. Now that is a cooling oil, but what it's got the ability to do is to open up all of the vessels in the digestive system and enable the blood flow to be that much better. And obviously the absorption of the nutrients and the oxygenation of that area. So for a sort of longer term health need, if you suffer from constipation or looser stools, it doesn't really matter which way the imbalance goes. The beauty of essential oils is they'll balance that imbalance. So taking this daily to support the microbiome is a fantastic way to support your gut health. And I would do that by taking a couple of drops in some plant-based milk each day. If you're not so keen on the anise and fennel and licorice flavour, you can always make up your own supplements in the empty vegetable capsules with a little bit of olive oil and take that each day. Or alternatively, doTERRA do this as a soft gel, which is already combined with olive oil, and you can just take that each morning. So that's sort of your longer term gut health. Then on more of an acute level, it's really good for stomach upset, and I actually discovered this oil as it was one of the first samples that I was ever given. And my son went down with really strong stomach cramps the following day and loose stools, bit of a tummy upset. And I put a drop of this on the sole of his foot, and within a minute his pain had gone. And that was the turning point for me when I really just took these oils on board in a very, very big way. So for me, I love to use it when I'm going out for a meal. Usually as a family, we eat around 6 o'clock in the evening. But if I go out for a meal, it might be 7, might be 7:30. I then might have a starter and a pudding and eat a bit more than I normally would. And in the past, I used to get home and be so bloated and so full and literally couldn't sleep. And since I have discovered this oil, I take this as soon as I get home in a little plant-based milk, or take one of the soft gels if I have them, and it's completely eradicated all of that discomfort, and I've never had sleeping problems whenever I use this from then on. Also, just taking it out with you in your handbag is a great way of using it. If you feel something coming on in a restaurant or you're out, you could just take a couple of drops. Also, for traveling, when we're out of our routine, eating foods that we're not normally eating. It's great to take during the course of a holiday just to support our gut health. As far as travelling goes, it's also helpful for motion sickness, primarily because of the peppermint in there, and also because of obviously its ability to centre and calm the digestive system. And in that case, I would diffuse it in the car diffuser as a way of getting it into the car so that everyone can benefit from that. You can diffuse it in the house. I don't tend to very often, but if you are working with this oil from an emotional level, it's really the oil of digestion, and that basically is about the center of our being. The stomach and the spleen is all about how we think and how we process information, and if we're feeling overwhelmed by the amount of things that we have to do, then we're not going to be able to process that very well, and that usually will then have a knock-on effect on our digestive system. So if that resonates with you, then this is a great oil to use emotionally, and then you can either put a drop in the palm of your hand and take 6 deep breaths, or you can diffuse it in your diffuser from day to day. So I think that's the things that I wanted to share with you today. Please do comment and let me know how you're getting on with this oil, ways that you've used it, successes that you've had. I'd love to hear. And looking forward to reading the comments. Take care, everyone.